All right, welcome back to Fantasy Football. I'm super excited that we are at this point. I love summer, but I love fantasy football, so it's the one thing that kind of makes the end of summer better. Just want to throw out a handful of predictions here because week one's so hard to figure out who's going to do well because we haven't seen anything from anyone yet, and every year in the NFL is different. So here's just a couple of things. Let's go with the stud and duds first. I think that the absolute best draft was by Nick Reichel. And this is based on this year, but it's also based on every year because it seems to be up there. I think he gets the edge on the best draft. I would give it to Drew Wagner because ESPN gave him the best grade, but I don't know if you even picked your own players. You could have been sitting in the car, just getting on, loading your queue. You could have been just sitting in the car, making sure you wasn't on auto draft just to mess with the rest of us. So I don't know, but I picked Nick. The dud goes to Ben Baker. All you got to say is mid draft on our little video feed we were on. Ben Black goes, man, Ben Baker should change his name to Blast from the Past. So I agree. I think you had the best draft, just 3 years late. Let's go with another prediction. I think just in NFL in general, I think Melvin Gordon's going to get Rookie of the Year. I think he's in the best position. And I think the MVP is going to go to Andrew Luck. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be close, but I think Luck is unstoppable. Let's go with our league. I think the championship game will be between Aaron and Heiser. I think Nick has a good team, but I just think Aaron and Heiser have the biggest upside in my opinion, and I think Aaron and you're going to win it all. And in the NFL, I think it's going to be the Colts versus the Packers. I want to say the Seahawks, but getting the Super Bowl 3 years in a row, I just don't know if they can do it. So Colts versus Packers, I think the Colts win behind Andrew Luck, and I just think their defense is a little bit better. Let's get to our weekly ones. Just kind of just quick things. We have Andy versus Ben. Andy, I think you lose because I don't trust anyone that's throwing the ball to one of your wide receivers. And Ben, I think your running backs are pretty good. So Ben, you win this game, but Andy, you win the name game. I love the reference to the stew. So good job. And next we have Jim versus Heiser. I'm not a Tannehill backer. I think there's awesome running backs for both of these teams, but I think the edge goes to Jim because I do not trust Heiser or Amari Cooper. I think your team is going to be good throughout the year, but this one I'm going to give this game to Jim, and the name game I give to Heiser. You win that one. Next is Baker versus Chris. Very similar teams to me. I think there's no comparison for AP on Baker's side, but I don't think that there's a comparison for Rodgers. Matt Ryan is good, but not as good. So I'm going to give the edge to Baker because I think Aaron comes out hot and just puts a lot of points this first week. And the name game goes to you as well, Baker, because for at least this week only, you came, you saw, and you conquered. Next is John versus Tyler. Tyler, you got no chance, man. Gronk to Brady, that was unstoppable. Thank you, Steelers, for losing, but also thank you for making Tyler lose. Tyler, your team's really young. You could kind of come out of nowhere, but I just don't see it happening out of the gates. But you get the name game because you have a Browns reference. Go Browns. Next is me versus Aaron. This game's well underway, and Aaron, you unfortunately are going to win because the last 2 stupid seconds of that Steelers game, Roethlisberger throws it to Brown for a touchdown in meaningless minutes. Ugh, the worst kind of points you can get. I will not overcome that 15 points that you gained in that second, and I will lose. But I win the name game. And last game, Nick versus Drew. Top 1 and 2 in the preseason poll, so I guess we'll see who really is better. Not really sure why, because I like Nick's team a lot better. Awesome wide receivers, but I am nervous about how Hoyer is going to throw the ball to everyone, not just Hopkins. And Drew, I'm nervous that your running backs are on teams that are just absolutely deploting. So Nick wins, and Nick, you win the name game as well. All right, everyone. Here is the my last prediction is who makes the playoffs. I think we have 6 teams that make the playoffs. I think Nick makes it, Heiser makes it, Aaron makes it. I think let's see, myself and Ben and Andy. That's what I think is going to make it. And if I repeat it to anyone, I don't care. Besides that, go Browns, and I'll see you guys next week.